when you look at the terms hip and hop, just what the terms mean, we're not getting philosophical yet, just the term hip hop. Hip means to know, hop is movement. Awareness, movement, consciousness and movement or action, intelligence and action, activity. So hip and hop or hip hop means conscious movement, intelligence or awareness, moving, leaping, springing. I'm hip to my hop. I know why I move. I'm conscious hip to my hop. My movements, I'm aware of what I'm doing. I'm deliberate. This is what hip hop means without anyone's opinion or anything, just the term hip and the term hop. And surprisingly enough, this term hip and hop is what we're actually doing in society. What we're actually doing in nature. Hip hop, intelligence springing up, consciousness being awake and moving on your awakeness. I am aware of my movements. This hip hop here is hip hop itself, meaning that when you study the nature of hip hop, this is not rap music we're talking about. We're talking about a consciousness that causes one to rap. Before you rap, you feel like something. Before you rap, before you break, before you do grab, before you have a point of view about the world. In fact, what makes you rap is because you have a certain point of view. You don't think like everyone else. You have a certain way you're approaching the world. This hip hop is consciousness. This is hip hop in its pure, not even pure, let me put it this way. Hip hop does not appear anywhere in physical reality. Hip hop is not in three-dimensional space or time. Hip hop is outside of space and time. There's no time for hip hop and there's no space for it. Hip hop never enters the physical world. You can't go to hip hop. You can't wear hip hop. You can't eat hip hop. Hip hop doesn't exist as a physical thing. Hip hop, its actual existence is as a shared idea. We all share this idea called hip hop. So the first thing that hip hop is consciousness. It is our collective consciousness. It's all of our thinking together, creating this right here. And we spell it as one word, hip hop. This hip hop is this hip hop in action. When your consciousness, when our collective consciousness starts moving and acting and doing stuff, it becomes this hip hop. And we usually call this hip hop breaking, MCing, graffiti writing, DJing, beatboxing, street fashion, street language, street knowledge, and street entrepreneurialism. These are the 9 elements of hip hop. Now, in the beginning, there was first only 4 elements to hip hop, which was just these 4 here. Breaking, MCing, graffiti art, DJ. That was the beginning, which we call the core 4 elements. This is the beginning with Kool Herc, with the era of Kool Herc. Puts it this way, breaking, MCing, graffiti art, DJ. That's who used to come around and listen to Kool Herc, who is considered the father of hip hop because he was the first one who was a b-boy, an MC, a graffiti writer, and a DJ all at the same time. And we knew Herc as that in the neighborhood. He also had the biggest sound system in the Bronx at the time. So Kool Herc, and I'll get into his Jamaican background in a minute, but Kool Herc is the first b-boy, MC, graffiti writer, DJ all at the same time. Now remember, breaking already existed for like 10 years before hip hop even began. MCing goes back to the beginnings of human history. Graffiti writing to the beginnings of human history. DJing was already, in the DJing that we use, DEEJAYIN, DJing was already in Jamaica. The way in which Kool Herc would repeat the break is the way the selector in Jamaica would keep playing the beginning of the record. And the guy would start rocking, they say, pull up! And the selector would lift the needle off the record and put it back at the beginning. And the guy would rhyme up onto, and the way they used to do it was that the MC would only rhyme the beginning of the record, and the selector had to pull the record up or the song would begin. So this is where the breaks actually begin. Kool Herc brought that technique to the Bronx when he immigrated from Jamaica in 1967. He came over with his pops and his moms. His mom was a nurse. His pops was also a mechanic, a car mechanic. Kool Herc became a car mechanic as an apprentice to his father, and through his car mechanicness, he went into DJing. He used to call this mix the merry-go-round. He used to say, he used to get on and say, jamming with the jammers, or he used to say, rocking with the rockers, jamming with the jammers, Kool Herc, 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 Herc. And that's the echo chamber. That's what it was called back in the days, an echo chamber. And you would have a tape deck that would just repeat very quickly. So he would talk and somebody would still be over there in the background. The minute he says, rocking with the rockers, rockers, jamming with the jammers, jammers, Kool Herc, 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 Herc. And you let the thing just go out, Herc, Herc, Herc. And he would start dropping the breaks. Say, this is the merry-go-round. And the merry-go-round, because the music never stopped. He would just keep playing this break over and over again. But the way Herc did it was he had like 2 or 3 turntables. And he would turn one amp down and turn another one up. And that's how we go from one turntable to another when he did his merry-go-round mix. He just blended, it was like a mix. He would blend it with the turntable. So you have 3 records, and he would just keep the mix going by blending it. But the mix was not sharp. It wasn't like mixes you hear today. It was very choppy, it wasn't rhythmic, it wasn't on time. It was just like the way a record would blend into another one. And the way a record would blend into another one. It didn't have no timing. He was just blending only the breaks together. We started dancing to those breaks, and eventually we called ourselves B-boys and B-girls, dancing to the breaks of Kool Herc. Now, that's when this hip-hop comes into manifestation. Hip-hop. Capital H, lowercase I, lowercase p, capital H, lowercase o, lowercase p. We spell hip-hop with a capital H because it is the name of our culture. All cultures are spelled leading with a capital. Hip-hop is also a proper noun. It is a specific thing. So you spell it with a capital H when you are spelling either as one word, the collective consciousness, or as 2 words, hip-hop gets 2 H's. This is also the phonetic spelling of hip-hop. This is how hip-hop comes out of your mouth. Hip-hop, that's what it looks like. This is the culture. That's the culture. Whenever you're spelling hip-hop and you're referring to the culture of hip-hop, you spell it like this. You can spell it like this too, but this is the scholarly approach when you're talking specifically about culture. If you're talking about collective consciousness, things like feeling hip-hop, the love for hip-hop, the vision of hip-hop, you spell it in this way. Anytime you deal with consciousness, immaterial things, non-material things, this kind of thing, you deal with it up here. Here is where this is still immaterial. This is still non-material, but you can see hip-hop now. Now you see it through breaking and seeing graffiti on DJ, beatboxing, fashion, language, knowledge, and entrepreneurial skills. You see it now through the culture. Finally, when the culture is moving and in order, it produces products. All cultures produce products. Hip-hop here is spelled in lowercase h, lowercase I, P, dash or space, lowercase h, lowercase o, lowercase p. These are the products, mostly rap music products and their related activities.
The ignorant is rich with smithereens. What do you mean when you say I'm rebellious? Because I don't accept everything that you're telling us. What do you sell us to be?
Now, once the products are produced, based on where you are, is going to be the excellence of the product. If you don't know about the collective consciousness of hip-hop, it will reflect in your product. If you don't know the culture of hip-hop, it will reflect. If you do, it will reflect. So far, these are the main terms for looking at hip-hop, in terms of looking at it like you're going to be successful at it. You're going to approach hip-hop as a lifestyle, and you're going to teach hip-hop to others. This is the safest and most effective way to approach hip-hop. Now remember, this is the first 20 years of our study. This is really I should say the first 40 years, from 73 to 2013. This is the first 40 years of study. Hip-hop has 40 more years to go. This is just the standard, the beginning, the simple stuff. As scholars, you should take this further. There may be another way to spell hip-hop down here that we did not discuss today.